Hello, Tay.
Hello, teacher.
Yeah, how is life over there?
A little bit rain.
It's rain. Okay, good.
Little bit.
It's good to have rain again after a long, like almost 2 months of hot heat.
Yes. And how about you stay in Battambang?
Yeah, still in Battambang now. After the training, I feel relaxed a little bit because those 3 days, actually it's like 2 days, full day, two full day training, and then one day for preparation. Now the training is gone, so it's good. But I'm still a little bit busy with the work. But it went successfully with the 93, 95 health center worker from Battambang. Okay, how is everyone? The rest, Sutta, and also the who else? Long Ratana. Pitsot, right? Your name is Pitsot. Okay, speak something. You can speak now. Let's hear from each of you at least 1 minute. Tell me about your life after a long holiday. You have 5 days off from our online class. Sota, how are you? Where are you now? Hiding somewhere?
No,
Okay,
I'm so busy because I have to review all the lesson for my exam.
okay, good. Yeah, exam is good. It's always exciting for the examination. And yeah. Okay, how about you, Long? Where are you?
I'm still at Kakam.
Okay, but how about the exam result?
Yes, I passed.
Okay, good. So we have to have a party then, like a small party
For now.
for the congratulation of the um, exam, like pass the exam. All right. Yeah, our topic today is about listening actually. So you will spend a lot of time listening. I will play again and again until you feel like you got it. Okay. Okay, are you okay?
Yes, teacher. How you doing, teacher?
Yeah, I'm good today. It's a lot better. Still like tired, but I'm fine. After a long day of training and working, full days, 2 full days training, but it's good now.
And you still busy all day, teacher?
Yeah, I still busy and maybe until like next 2 weeks. So this week and next week I will be busy, but not that much because it's just preparation, everything. For 30 health center, we have to give them kind of machine like blood pressure machine, pulse oximeter that we're gonna measure the oxygen in our blood and also the heart rate. And we have the CRP test and to test whether to find out whether the patient is sick because of the virus or because of the bacterial, something like that. So a lot of things to prepare, but it's fine. Okay, let's yeah, it's good. So we mostly been listening, so I give you the sound and you can listen. Okay? Just listen. Don't do anything. Listen to understand. And let's go. First, you listen like three vocabularies and just listen.
Lesson 1. Pre-learn vocabulary. Claustrophobia. Fear of small, limited spaces. Claustrophobia describes the condition, and claustrophobic, which is an adjective, describes a person who feels scared and uncomfortable in small spaces. For example, my sister doesn't like to ride elevators because she's claustrophobic. Bulky, large and inconvenient, something that takes up too much space. For example, in the past, cell phones were so bulky that they couldn't fit in your pocket easily. Disembark means get off of a ship, plane. For example, after 3 days at sea, the passengers disembarked from the cruise ship. Dehydrated means without water. For example, food after being dried out and the water removed. Dehydrated foods can last for many months without needing to be refrigerated. Sip means to drink something slowly in small portions. For example, he sipped a glass of wine as he relaxed after work. Germs. Germs is another word for bacteria, tiny organisms that make you sick. For example, you should cover your mouth when you sneeze to avoid spreading germs. Conundrums are complex problems or difficulties. For example, the issue of illegal immigration is a real conundrum. Politicians have tried to solve it for years without success. Filter means to make something like air or water pure and clean by removing dirt and contaminants. For example, the water here is of poor quality. You must filter it before drinking. On board. This word means on a ship, plane, or train. For example, all airplanes must have an onboard first aid kit. Susceptible means vulnerable, unprotected, especially against disease. If you are susceptible to a disease, you are likely to become sick. For example, if not properly cleaned and covered, cuts are susceptible to infection. Treadmill. A treadmill is a type of exercise machine where you walk or run on a moving belt. For example, it was raining, so I stayed inside and ran 10 miles on the treadmill. Lesson 1. Life as an astronaut.
As an astronaut in a NASA space shuttle, it would be particularly unfortunate if you suffered from claustrophobia. A typical shuttle is occupied by a crew of 7, and inside the space shuttle, the space is equivalent to a smallish tent on a camping expedition, only filled with 7 astronauts wearing bulky suits. Obviously, a claustrophobic astronaut would relish the opportunity to disembark onto the slightly less cramped International Space Station. Food-wise, an astronaut's lot has improved considerably from times gone by, although dehydrated food is still used on space flights. The military innovation of MREs, meals ready to eat, which are not dehydrated, from the late 1960s to the 1980s, led to many improvements in the diet of the astronaut, and today's space food still owes much to this innovation. The International Space Station has even boasted chefs from top Parisian restaurants providing food for the astronauts. Each spacesuit is fitted with an in-suit drink bag, providing 32 fluid ounces of water, which can be sipped from a straw built into the suit for long periods of suit wear. It is incredibly important to maintain good personal space station or on a spaceflight, as germs can multiply faster in space. Low gravity poses obvious conundrums where water-based activities are concerned. To maintain cleanliness, shuttle astronauts treasure their personal hygiene kit, a set that includes toothpaste, a toothbrush, dental floss, a razor, and a comb. Taken inside a large specially designed cylinder with a plastic sleeve to prohibit the escape of water into the air. The astronauts must essentially vacuum the water off their skin before exiting the cylinder. And for those who savour a nice hair wash, the practice is reduced to application of a rinseless shampoo. The practice of waste disposal from space toilets must also consider the low gravity environment. Onboard lavatories flush with air instead of water. The air in the toilet is filtered to remove bacteria and odours, and is then returned to the living quarters. The solid waste matter must be kept on board until landing, while liquid wastes are sent out into space. In case an astronaut must go out spacewalking in their suit for long periods, their suit is fitted with an adult absorbent diaper, known as a maximum absorption garment, to trap and collect both urine and feces. The garment can be disconnected and disposed of once the spacewalk is over. A fitness regime is of paramount importance to astronauts in space. On top of the usual reasons for keeping in shape, being in space makes them susceptible to a condition similar to osteoporosis. Researchers found that after months in a weightless environment, astronauts suffer a significant loss of bone mineral density. So, a large amount of an astronaut's routine, at least 2.5 hours a day, is dedicated to keeping fit. On the International Space Station, there is a specially designed treadmill and exercise bike to help astronauts fight against bone degeneration and maintain normal health. Obviously, the main reason for astronauts being up there on the ISS is for the advancement of science and to carry out a variety of experiments. Some examples of projects that have been undertaken by Expedition 10, which arrived at the station in October of 2004, are observing and photographing natural and man-made changes on Earth over time, as well as short timescale events like storms, so we can better understand our planet. studying how humans behave in isolation and confinement, leaving potential future spacecraft equipment outside to see how well it withstands being in space, studying fluids that react to magnetic fields in order to aid in the construction of better brake systems, seat suspensions, and airplane landing gear. Of course, as in most jobs, astronauts are allowed some free time. Like most of us these days, this revolves around the internet, which they use to call their families and check their email. Unlike us, and probably a great source of frustration, their email and internet connection is only updated 3 times a day.
Okay. You guys sleeping? It's like a boring sounds readings. So I think we better read it. Okay, just read it again. Sota, you should read it first.
Lesson 1. Life as an astronaut. An astronaut is a person who goes up into space on a shuttle. Some astronauts working on the International Space Station. Write a few sentences about what you imagine in an astronaut's life is like. How is life in space different from life on Earth? What do you think astronauts do with their time?
Yeah. So now we don't really write it, but speak it out. Answer those 3 questions. Can anyone do it? Yeah. What is the astronaut life is like? May, what do you think? Are you still there, May? Hello?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah. What do you think about life of the astronaut?
Life as an astronaut is going out to explore the outer space, so we learn more about the solar system, including the neighboring planets, especially Mars. Uh,
Yeah. So what do you think about, what do you think astronauts do in their with their time? Like how do they spend time?
uh, maybe play around with zero gravity,
Okay.
do their work, research, and take recordings of how they how they eat in space and explain.
Yeah.
Cause some food up there cannot be eaten because I don't know what will happen to the food.
Okay. So
If we not use pens,
where do they get food
not
then?
use. I saw one video. They just have honey and bread for breakfast.
Okay. And what about
The internet
internet?
access once every 3 days. That's from what I saw in the paragraph.
Okay. Okay, that is one. But in this audio lesson, they said like 3 times per day or something. I don't know. Okay.
Also, pens up there can't be used too. There has to be a special designed pen to be used in space. So most of the time, it's just recording instead of journals and
Okay, good. Yeah. What about Rabbit? What do you think? Rabbit, are you there? Say.
For me, life in space is difficult from life on Earth because life in space, like we can sleep properly, everything is floating,
Yeah.
and uh, life in space we need to research gravity or learn science,
Yeah.
and and they learn in space, reading their books and looking at the Earth. Life on Earth is more easier.
Yeah. Good.
And I think astronauts read their books, play music, looking at the Earth in their free time.
Yeah. Sounds nice. That's
Yes,
what I think.
thank you.
And yeah, good. What about the other? What do you think? There's 2 questions. Well, I know none of us is been to the space, but just imagines like astronaut life, like how life in space different from the Earth. Okay. Wanna say something? Okay. You have any idea?
About astronaut life, teacher.
I cannot really hear you properly, okay?
Hello, teacher.
Yeah,
Did you hear me?
it's so low. The voice is so low. Anyone can hear him clearly, or because of only me, or you heard the same thing?
So I have to leave and enter again.
Yeah, maybe you can join again. And May, what do you think, May? Are you still there, or you already somewhere else sleeping after listening to?
No, I'm here now.
Yeah, go ahead with the 2 questions.
Um, Actually, I have no idea.
Yeah, just think about it. Just what do you think? Just think.
I think like life in space is like different and harder than live on Earth. It's hard to eat, to sleep, and I can't think of anything else.
Okay, no worry. Let's hear from Sota. You didn't start the conversation. Yes, start the idea.
I think life in space and life on Earth is very different because on space we have zero gravity, so when we eat or shower or sleep, everything is floating. So on Earth we eat fresh food, and on the space they eat dry or freeze food.
Yeah, yeah. They cannot really cook, right? So they have everything is like packs and canned food and yeah, all dry. Yeah. Even water is scarcity. It's not really, you cannot have a lot of water over there. Okay. Anything else? Chuan?
No idea, teacher.
You have no idea. Okay. Okay. All right, it's fine. Let's go. We just read some vocabulary. May, you can read this one.
Okay. Activity 1. Pre-learn vocabulary. Claustrophobic is fear of
Phobia.
small, limited.
It's a phobia. Yeah.
Claustrophobia. Fear of small, limited spaces. Claustrophobia describes the condition, and claustrophobic describes a person who feels scared and uncomfortable in small spaces.
Yeah.
Example: my sister doesn't like to ride elevators because she's claustrophobic. Bulky, large and inconvenient, something that takes too much space. Example: in the past, cell phones were so bulky that they couldn't fit in your pockets easily.
Yeah.
Disembark,
Mhm.
get off of a ship, plane, or train.
Yeah.
Example: after 3 days at sea, the passengers disembarked from the cruise ship.
Okay.
Dehydrated, without water, for example, food after being dried out and the water removed. Example: dehydrated foods can last for many months without needing to be refrigerated.
Mhm.
Sip means to drink something slowly in small portions.
Good. Next.
Example: he sipped a glass of wine as he relaxed after work. Germs means bacteria, tiny organisms that make you sick. Example, you should cover your mouth when you sneeze to avoid spreading germs. Conundrums, complex problems or difficulties. Example, the issue of illegal immigration is a real conundrum. Politicians have tried to solve it for years without success. Filter, make something like air or water pure and clean by removing dirt and contaminants. Example, the water here is of poor quality. You must filter it before drinking. On board, on a ship, plane, or train. Example, all airplanes must have an onboard first aid kit. Susceptible, vulnerable, unprotected, especially against disease. If you are susceptible to a disease, you are likely to become sick. Example, if not properly cleaned and covered, cuts are susceptible to infection.
Yeah.
Treadmill, a type of exercise machine where you walk or run on a moving belt. Example, it was raining, so I stayed inside and ran 10 miles on a treadmill.
Okay, good. Okay. Should be who wanna read this?
Let me read, teacher.
Okay, go ahead.
Activities 2. Listen for general ideas. Speaker Adana British. This audio discusses various aspects of life as an astronaut. Put the topics in the correct order from 1 to 7.
Yeah.
Fitness, hygiene, work, amount of space, free time, waste, food.
Mhm.
Activities 3. Listen for specific details. How many astronauts are in a typical space shuttle crew? A5, B7, C10.
Okay.
The improvement in space food comes from
Military inventions.
the military invention of meal ready to eat. B, increasing the nutritional value of astronaut foods. C, giving the astronauts training from famous chiefs. 3,
Chef, not
chef.
chief. Chef.
Chef.
Yeah. Okay.
3,
I think we should skip this one. We can go on to this one.
continue, teacher.
Yeah.
Activities 4. Listen and fill in the blanks. Try to complete the words in the text. It's okay if you need to listen several times. As
Okay.
an astronaut,
So you don't have to do it. I think because we have to do it many times, you can just practice, listen and hear. Number 5. That.
activities 5. Listen with complete transcript. As an astronaut in a NASA space shuttle, it would be particularly unfortunate if you suffer from from claustrophobia.
Phobia.
A typical shuttle is occupied by a crew of 7, and inside the space shuttle, the space is equivalent to a smallest tent on a camping expedition, only filled with 7 astronauts wearing bulky suits.
Yeah.
Obviously, a claustrophobic astronaut would release the opportunity to disembark onto the slightly less crammed International Space Station.
Okay, good.
Food
Okay, stop right there. Let's hear from Patay. Maybe this paragraph.
Start from food waste.
Food wise.
Food wise, astronauts lots has improved considerably from time gone by. Although the dehydrated food is still used on space flights, the military's innovation of RES meals ready to eat, which are not dehydrated from the late 1970s to the 1980s, led to many improvements in the diet of the astronaut. And today's space food still owes much to this innovation.
Okay.
The International
Yeah, go on. Until here.
The International Space Station has even boasted chefs from top Parisian restaurants providing food for the astronauts. Its space suit is fitted with an in-suite drink bag providing 32 flat fruit on of water, which can be sipped from a straw built into the suits for long periods of suits wear. It is incredibly important to maintain good personal hygiene in the space stations or on a space flight, as germs can multiply faster in space. Low gravity poses obvious conundrum where water-based activities are concerned to maintain cleanliness. Tall astronaut
This is cleanliness.
cleanliness. Tall astronauts shows their personal hygiene kit, a set that includes toothpaste, a toothbrush, dental floss, a razor, and a comb.
Okay, good. Okay. So John, can you read here just this paragraph?
Showers are taken inside a large specially designed cylinder with a plastic sleeve to prohibit the escape of water into the air. The astronauts must essentially vacuum the water off their skin before exiting the cylinder. And for those who serve a nice hair wash, the practice is reduced to application of a rinseless shampoo.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, go on. One more paragraph.
The practice of waste disposal from space toilets must also consider the low gravity environment on board lavatories, plus with air instead of water. The air in the toilet is filtered to remove bacteria and odors, and is then returned to the living waters. The solid waters solid waste matter must be kept on board until landing, while liquid waste are sent out into space.
Okay. Good. Say, you read this one. Say, are you still there? Pisot, can you read this? Okay, what happened? Okay, Pisot, can you read the last paragraph in here? Okay, Long, go ahead.
In case an astronaut must go out spacewalking in their suit for long periods, the suit is fitted with an adult orthopedic diaper known as maximum absorption garment to trap and collect both urine and feces. The garment can be disconnected and disposed of once the spacewalk is over.
Yeah, one more.
A fitness regime is of paramount importance to astronauts in space. On top of the usual reasons for keeping in shape, being nice in space makes them unsusceptible to a condition similar to osteoporosis. Researchers found that after months in weightless environment, astronauts suffer a significant loss of bone mineral density, so a large amount of an astronaut routine, at least 2.5 hours a day, is dedicated to keeping fit. On the International Space Station, there is a specially designed treadmill and exercise bike to help astronauts fight against bone degeneration and maintain normal health.
Okay, good. Okay, someone go on.
Obviously, the main reason for astronauts begin being up there on the ISS is for the advancement of science and to carry out a variety of experiments. Some examples of projects that have been undertaken by Expedition 10, which arrived at the station in October of 2004, observing and photographing natural and man-made change on Earth over time, as well as short timescale events like storms, so we can better understand our planet. Studying how humans behave in isolation and confinement, leaving potential future spacecraft equipment outside to see how well it withstands being in space. Studying fluid that react to magnetic fields in order to aid in the construction of better brake system, seat suspensions, and airplane landing gear. Of course, as in most jobs, astronauts are allowed some free time most of Earth like most of us these days. This revolve around the internet, which they used to call their families and check their email, unlike us, and probably a great source of frustration. Their email and internet connection is only updated 3 times a day.
Okay, good. Yeah, so I'll read through it again. So let's talk about the life of the astronaut again. Let's go to Ravid. What do you think for the life astronaut?
Sorry, teacher, can you repeat it again?
Like, what do you think about the life of the astronaut?
I have a lot of comment, but like, can you like describe like a detail about it, like how to
Yeah, whatever you can
describe about it?
you can express your idea. Just do it.
I think a life as an astronaut, it's not like so difficult.
Yeah.
For me, if I was like my life was an astronaut, I like exploring. So like a lot of planets and view everywhere.
Yeah. Okay.
But the difficulty is like it's hard to sleep, to eat, to take a shower, and more.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think so.
But I think it's not really that bad because like in the space we have zero gravity. Yeah, that's all.
What does it mean, zero gravity?
It's like it's a little hard to explain, like
Yeah.
zero gravity.
Miền tùm ní nha.
Yeah.
Yeah. like that.
Okay. And let's hear again from Pisat. You don't want to speak, or what is it? I try to call you many times, but it's no response. What happened? And May, you can add more because from the beginning you have some real less idea, but after you listen and also you read it, you can have more idea. So please express it out. Sop Choi. You have any idea after you listen and so reading some of the text here? Sota, you cannot hear me or what happened? Why everyone is quiet?
Yes,
Okay,
yes, I hear clearly, teacher.
okay, good. Go ahead then. Can you say something about the life of the astronaut? And if you have a chance, would you do that? Would you be like yeah, would you like to be an astronaut and go to space?
For me, go to the astronaut is also my ambition in my expectation or ambition, but living in astronaut, we just got experience different from living in the earth, but it's not easy like in the earth, on the earth, because living in the astronaut is more difficult to travel anywhere, and but also not easy to eat, to sleep, or to do anything like on the earth. We can do anything that we want, or we can go anywhere that we want. But if if I have a chance go to the astronaut, I think it is uh, very important and so excited, because no someone more, someone else, or a little people that can go to the astronaut,
Yeah, yeah.
like some the richer like Elon Musk or Bill Gates, or also the richer in the world also want to go to the astronaut, and so many, so expand, they will expend many so much money to go there.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Elon Musk wanna die in, what is it? On Mars? Yeah, I think he wanna die on Mars. So yeah, I want to experience zero gravity. Yeah, like most of the people when they heard that they feel exciting. But I'm not sure like how long can the astronaut can like stay in the kind of zero gravity for long. How long they can stay. Maybe we can check like how long can they stay on there, because it will affect their health a lot, especially the bones. intensity. It's not good. They have to do more exercise and yeah, eat more things that like to help them with the bones. See, at least 2.30 minutes, 2 hour 30 minutes a day, just to to do exercise. After months in a weightless environment, astronauts suffered a significant loss of bone mineral density. This is like really the big challenge. So they have to do some things to exercise, that kind of exercise. Let's see. Yeah, what about the other who wanna express yourself? If you have a chance to go through space, will you do it? Why and why not?
For me, if I have a chance, I will go there.
Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, me too. I will go. I will try, but not in the water. Okay. You remember the last years, some of the years there we have one of the um small ship, small submerged ship called Titan that they wanted to see the Titanic under the oceans, but they were imploded and all that.
Ocean Gate.
Yeah, Ocean Gate Company. They have like a Titan, I guess the name is Titan or something. Yeah, the Ocean Gate.
The name of the ship was Titan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yes. I want to see the Earth move, how the Earth move and how the Earth look like or
yeah,
view of the Earth.
yeah. Okay. And Sota, what do you think? Will you go to space if you have a chance?
If I have a chance to go to the space, I will go because I want to get a new experience and learn more about the university.
Okay. Yeah. Universe. Okay. Good.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so we have a lot of extra words like vocab. You can read more. You can learn about it, like undertake and withstands. Withstand is like to resist or to endure something. So withstand, yeah. And we have a lot of activity that you can try to do it. Okay. So good night for tonight and talk with you guys tomorrow.
Good night, teacher. Good night, everyone.
Right.
Good night.
Yeah.
Good night, teacher. Good night, everyone.
Night.